Hi. Remember me? Yeah, it's Jesse again. Hi, men. You might remember me from previous videos where I discuss what we resist persists. Yeah. So we're back at it with another, because that is the theme for this week. What we resist persists. What we resist keeps persisting. And when we put resistance on it, it persists again. It isn't until we do the work that we find out that it really probably wasn't a lot to resist anyway, but we created a story around this being the hardest thing, whatever this thing is. And long behold, let go of it, relax, and it's okay. Hi, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle, and I strive to give you wonderful information, and I am a valiant man. And the Valiant Lifestyle is all about optimizing your body and your vitality, part in part by doing that with your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual well-being. So this video, I'm going to talk to the let go aspect of what we resist persists. And I'm going to talk to examples of that. But before I get any further, if this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome, because these videos are not only a way for me to get you information, but I highly believe that it is information that resonates and is useful to you. So hit the little bell notification down here to subscribe. Make sure it's all, and that will notify you when my content becomes available. That means all my content. So let's get started. What we resist persists, and the let go. So an example of that I have is currently around what my wife and I are attempting to do is harmonize our mortgage and harmonize the energy around our money and really bring that home. Mortgage, get it? That was a dry one. Within that, there have been a few obstacles, and some of them we've created on our own. I'll get to those. The ones that are the banking ones have, what they've done for us is they've been consistently inconsistent in parts, because it's been the wait, and I want this much more information, and please supply this documentation, and it's been weeks. It's been weeks, and what we've done is when we started this back in, I think, October, we didn't realize that it would take this long. Now, it takes two to tango. Part of that has been us too, because what has come out of it is stories around money and whether or not we're worthy and still feeling like we're not enough. But today felt like the day. Today felt awesome. Today felt like a day where I felt like I was engaged. I could feel it in my gut. Like I was on today, and I am still on. And my wife came to visit this afternoon, and what we did was we celebrated, and she brought teas, and we sat and we just celebrated when we decided to let go. Everything happened for us today, and what we got clear with the bank. Everything's working, and we're going to get the approvals that we need. So that is pure gold. But I mean, what happened to constitute the stories? What happened up to that? So I'm not going to get into it too much, but what I do want to tell you is that there were times when I created a story around whether or not this was going to happen. And I also perpetuated that with whether or not I should be doing this. And maybe we should do something else instead. I believe those thoughts are important because they help reinforce why you're doing it. That, at least for me, it all comes back to, no, this was the right decision. This was the right decision. But I got to think about what that meant for me. So what am I getting at here? The moment when it was just too much energy consumed up in my mind and I went, there's nothing that I can do. I can't control this. I remembered again the awareness. I remembered again that I just had to let go. I just had to surrender to this because it was something that all the paperwork had been submitted. My wife had done exactly what we needed to do to help me, to help us. She had submitted her paperwork, and we were waiting, and we're waiting for emails, and we're waiting for people to get back to us. Like, that's it. And when we let go, I think that happened last evening. The both of us did. We just, okay, we're trusting. This is going to be okay. And then we had each other. We were with each other, actually here in my office, and we said, you know what, that's okay. We're okay. Everything's going to be all right. And we when you can have each other and you can co-regulate each other and just feel that feeling of letting go, but be able to embrace and feel those feels. Like the let go. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, like I'm talking about it, because my words in this moment, I feel like I'm a bit of a loss for describing how this feels. But what I can tell you is, when you let go, when you've truly let go, when you feel this relief, and then what you want happens in your favor, or what you want, the outcome happens in your favor. Maybe not like you thought it would, but it still happens. So the let go that I want to tell you about is only part of it, because you get to go through the journey to get there, to really feel like what it was, and then you level up. So, I talk about the let go being important in this conversation, but I also want you to know that the journey to get there is just as important. Just as important. The let go, the surrender. Now, people will say release. I don't use that word. I don't like that word, because to me it means that you're releasing, you're re-renting, whatever that is. So I don't use that word. That's a spell. We call it spelling because we're casting spells, and words carry vibration. And if they carry vibration in a certain way with your intent, then you've got to be careful with your words. Back to this. Letting go, surrendering is knowing that you've done everything that you possibly can and just trusting that it will be okay. And even when it's unknown and it sounds scary and you've just got to do it, you're leveling up. You are leveling up. And today when I came into work and things just really flowed, and I was in my jam, in my jive, and in the feels, and intuitively when I was with my client this morning, it was everything was just on. It was amazing. And I won't say that deliberately persisting causes the resistance, but I will say that I did, in my own stories, again, create much of the resistance that I felt, in my body, in my mind, just with the inherent programming that I continue to work through. Today was a great day, and I wanted to share that with you, and I want you to know that you can have that too. You can have it. And if this has been more than meaningful for you in conversation and reassuring, giving you some evidence and some assurance, I want you to reach out. I want you to reach out, because there's something in this for you that you need. So reaching out and doing something and making a decision to do something is what it takes. So let's do this. Go to thevaliantlifestyle.com, click the the red button that says book your discovery call. And let's do that 30-minute discovery call that you've been just itching to do something about. Like you need a catalyst right now, and you're like, Jesse, I need to talk to somebody about this. I'm your guy. So let's do it. All right. I've said enough here. I want you to go do that. Book that discovery call. It's free. It's on me. It's complimentary. Let's do this.